Hey guys, what is up? So today we're going to be talking about success. So recently I found that success comes from the little wins. Success is built. It's not an overnight thing. It's something that you work for. And I think up until a certain point I was on autopilot. I felt like I was learning, I felt like I was doing more with my life, and I felt like every day was the same, even though each and every single day I was doing something productive, and throughout time I was building these small habits and small successes to get to where I am today. And then I figured out wow, you're actually good at this. So what I'm referring to is a little bit of, just good habits in general, as far as, getting more information every single day and getting rid of, not completely getting rid of, movies are great, but, not watching Netflix as much and deciding to choose to pick something more educational than just, a Netflix series. I think that's really pushed me to a whole new level, and rereading books over and over, and just finding new ways of knowledge, and just really accepting that this is my life. Who I want to be reflects, or who I am reflects in my daily actions. So I think if you want to build a new version of yourself, you have to kind of kill off the old version and start over. So scientifically speaking, when you have a habit, per se, it is built off of a neural pathway, right? So the more times you do it, the more times you build that habit, the larger that neural pathway gets. So it's constantly firing off your nerves, and that's the route that you go. But the more that you neglect that bad habit and you start with a new, for example, let's say biting your nails, okay? People like to bite their nails, and by the end it's all nubby. But if you wanted to fix that habit, all you have to do is just those small wins. You're just about to go do it, but then you kind of pull yourself away, or even you're starting to, and it's nah, not worth it, because you're trying to break that habit, and you're trying to fire new neural pathways and build a stronger mind, because you are made up of three different things. You have your mind, your body, and your soul. And with these three aspects of your life, you create harmony and balance. So that's why it's so important to take care of yourself in all aspects of your life, because if one piece is missing, or it's neglected or blocked, the rest of your life is gonna go out of whack and go out of function. So I think it's very important that every single part of your life and every aspect of your life, you do your best. And you don't have to be a perfect person. There's no such thing. But I think doing your best and following your dreams and following your passions, and really discovering who you are, that's the goal. The goal is to become the best version of yourself, because once you reach the best version of yourself, actually you can never truly achieve it, but once you keep striving towards becoming the best version of yourself, eventually you're at a point where you just realize, wow, I'm doing well. And I feel I just had that realization within myself, as far as my yoga practices. Like I said, reading, watching more educational videos, and just doing my best to truly improve my situation and my life. I love my life. I love everything about it. I love being here with my girlfriend. I love Ecuador. The mountains are so insanely beautiful, I just think it's one of those desires of doing more and more and more, and having truly enjoying your life and experiencing everything that you possibly can. Just Gary Vaynerchuk, he's always talking about, when you're freaking 20 to 30, you should be going and exploring. That makes total sense to me. You go, you try a shitload of stuff when you're young, and you're in the peak, your prime, or even not even your prime, the beginning of your prime, and you're truly finding your passion what you're devoted to and what you believe in after trying so many different things, it makes sense. That way you get all that out of the way. You devote the rest of your life to something that you truly love and appreciate, and you won't have any regrets. Because I think some people have it backwards, especially, you know, older generations, where I think they struggled a lot, so they just wanted to build success and then enjoy life. So I don't think it was meant to be a negative thing. I just think it's a different way of going about it. So it's really interesting, you know, being this age now, because I feel like I've seen so much growth within my, you know, short time here on Earth and in this universe, or at least like who I am now. And I feel like there's so much growth. You know, when I was a kid, we didn't really have too much technology, and then eventually, boom, like computers hit, and we got cell phones and smartphones, and like, you know, all this crazy shit happening right now. So it's really interesting that I'm here right now. That I chose to be here because I wanted to be. I'm a firm believer that we come from space, and we come from, like, we are all part of the universe, right? Because we're all energy. I don't believe when we die, we just die. I feel like our consciousness goes back up in space and joins what we call the universe, or like the infinite, I don't even know, it's the universe, the infinite amount of possibilities. And I feel like you born yourself here on Earth for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. So I think it's really important to find your purpose here, because you're connected to everyone else, and you have your roots in the deep, like, roots of your mind, your consciousness, and your soul. You know who you are, and you know all of your past experiences. So that's why meditating and yoga and just taking the time to really appreciate yourself, like with binaural beats and stuff, I think it's so important to just take that time to enjoy life, and like really respect that for what it is, you know? Don't be so busy all the time. That's when it all hit me today. All these ideas that I'm talking about right now, it's like, wow. I feel like I've grown so much, and I'm really proud of who I am. And that's another thing you should strive for, is to, like, be proud of yourself and allow yourself to enjoy the little things. Don't feel guilty for missing one or two things. You know, it's the fact that you're staying consistent over time. You know, for example, I would much rather have someone work out 3-4 days a week instead of like all 7 or 6, you know? That shows consistency, and you're giving yourself enough time to, like, regenerate and process. So no matter what you're doing in life, as long as you keep going and you allow the universal flow to guide you, don't fight it. Just follow your intuition and follow your heart and your mind. Like, align yourself and just follow the wave. That's really all you can do. That's when success happens. When you follow that wave and you know what you're doing is what's best for yourself, you're gonna realize it one day. It's like, wow, you did this all by yourself, you know? So yeah, anyone can succeed, but it is up to you to consciously make that change every single day and truly commit to being the best version of yourself. Because once you conquer one little thing, you can conquer anything. And that's where the mindset training comes in. It's not like, oh, you're here so you can't ever get here. Like, fuck that. Of course you can. But guess how those people got there? Like, they took that layer and they built on it, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. And then eventually you're at this super high level of what you're doing in life that you just feel so good, you know? But enjoy the process. Enjoy the process and give yourself those little wins and successes, because those are super important. Super important. You know, if you finish a book or you read your 10 pages a day or something along that line, you do it, that's like something to be proud of. So allow yourself to succeed, stay connected with yourself, and keep yourself in balance and in harmony. If you know that something's off and you feel it in yourself, don't be afraid to address it. Sit down, you know, meditate with the binaural beat. Like, if you guys don't know what binaural beats are and you haven't like looked into it, you know what? I'm gonna fucking drop some links to my favorite ones right here. There's gonna be one playing in this background actually. Like, listen to what we're playing right now. Like, that's a binaural beat, and this one in particular is a very like high frequency. And we'll talk about frequencies in another video, but it's super cool because each frequency. Oh shit, my charger. Each frequency is associated with different things like colors and chakras. We'll talk about that another day, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching this whole entire video. If you got all the way to the end, thank you guys so much for listening. The goal of whatever it is we're doing right now is to help answer questions, bring awareness, raise consciousness, and just like raise the vibe. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know, like give me a comment or anything, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you guys and connect. So thank you guys so much again. I love you so much, and as always, peace. Oh, and as always, peace to you.